Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video in which I will be reviewing water bottles. We're going to be reviewing the Yeti versus the Zojirushi versus a Nalgene Classic versus Contigo. These are all going to be reviewed, give you the pros and cons. It is March 2020. We're all in self-isolation, so I figured why not make a video of water bottles. I've used these extensively. I'll share with you my experiences, some pros and cons, what I recommend, what I don't like, what I like, etc. Let's get right into it. The first one, Yeti. Yeti is, this one is a 26 ounce. It comes in 3 different sizes. This is one in the middle. The one bigger is 32 ounces. Is that 32 ounces? Yeah, a liter. The one below this is 17 ounces. Now this is by no means a cheap one. This 26 ounce goes for 50 bucks. The one that's size bigger is $65. The size smaller, 17 ounce, is $40. So these are a pretty penny, but to me, if you're like me and you carry a water bottle every day, it's worth investing in a good water bottle that you'll be happy with. I've gone through so many throughout the years. Some of them I liked some of them than others. I've lost some of them. Either way, this one is keeps your water cold. That is one thing that you cannot take that away from this. It keeps your water cold. It has a lot of water. It carries a lot of volume in here. I can fill this up with water. I will not have to worry about the temperature throughout the day. I can have a sip at the end of the day. The water will still be cold. That is not an issue. This will always keep your water cold, unless you're keeping the water in here forever. But I also just like to keep water in water bottles. I don't like to mix hot liquids or coffee or juice. I find through time it does affect the taste of it. So water in water bottles. If you want to use a bottle for juice, keep it exclusively for juice. That's my suggestion. Let's get right into the things that I like about this. One thing I do like is the lip. The lip is amazing. This lip is, I never thought I would like a lip on a water bottle so much. It has a nice little groove here. Your bottom lip rests right over there, right under there. You get to sip. The top part of the lip does not bump into your nose. It's wide enough that it goes over your nose, over your bridge. Take a big gulp. That is refreshing in the summer. When you're hot, on a hot summer day, you just want a big gulp of water. Small little spots like this just won't do. You want to take a big gulp. This is perfect for that. It's so good. I love the lid on this. I love the lip on this. It's even the body of it. It's kind of has a matte finish. By the way, this comes in different colors. This is a white, comes in a black and a teal and some other ones. It has a matte finish, so it feels good. It has a bit of a grip. It feels good on your fingertips, and I just like the body of it. It's solid. It's a solid water bottle. It has obviously its disadvantages. I mean, look how bulky it is. It's huge. It's built like a tank. You can drop this. It'll get scuffed up. It'll get scratched. But it's hard to make this dent. I've dropped this many times. It has not dented at all. Unless you drop it from an insane height, then it'll probably dent. But this will never break. This will last you a very long time. It's a very solidly built. It's built like a tank. This thing is indestructible, man. I can't tell you enough about it. But this is kind of comparable to the hydro flasks and let's say the clean canteens. I haven't used either one of those, but it's along the same level, which is to say more of the upper end of water bottles. So they're very comparable to those. I can't comment on the clean canteen or the hydro flask, but I can comment on the Yeti, and I highly recommend the Yeti. Couple things to keep in mind though, before you go out and buy one of these, because I'm so excited, is the fact that it is heavy. This is 21 ounces. Is it 21 ounces? It is 21 ounces. That's heavy. That is a heavy water bottle. This is empty right now. There is no water in here. It is heavy. Imagine if you fill this up full. It'll be even heavier. It is insanely heavy. That is one thing that is not a good thing about this, is the weight. If you have a backpack, and if you put it in your backpack, that's not a problem. I mean, it'll weigh down a little bit, but it's usually when you stuff things in your bag, you don't really notice them. So that shouldn't be a problem. But if you're carrying it around, it's a heavy thing to carry around. By the way, this handle is really solid. I like this handle. Look at it. You can just kind of like pull it out of your pockets. You can pull it out of your backpack if it's in your side there. Pull it out. I really love this thing. I like the fact that it's only 2 pieces to this. No intricate, crazy piece parts to this. It's just literally just the lid, the body, it's wide enough. I can, when I have soap in my hands, I can actually put my fist in there. I can fist it and clean the inside, and it does a really good job getting it clean. It's literally just 2 pieces. It's solid that way. It is heavy. Keep in mind, this thing height is 10 inches by 3 inches. So if you're worried about it fitting in your water cup cup holder of your car, you should have some worry, because this barely fits in mine. I think my car is a standard cup holder size, which is to say, I think it's 3 inches, or just over 3 inches. So this fits. It doesn't fit all the way down. Keep that in mind. It kind of just fits just through the silver part. That's how it rests in my car. It does stay. It's enough for it to not move around, but it doesn't go all the way into the cup holder. Keep that in mind. So that is it could be an issue for some of you guys. But that is one con that I have for this. And the other con is that it's expensive. Obviously, it's $50, but to me, it's worth it if you carry water bottle every day. I highly recommend these. If you think it's too heavy, go for the smaller one. Yetis are solid. So that is the Yeti. That I will leave that here. I will come back and talk, I'm sure, about that one. Another one I love is this one, the Zojirushi. Zojirushi model SMSD. This is a 20 ounce. This is the biggest of the 3 sizes that they have of this model. The one below is 16 ounces. The one below that is 12 ounces. This is a 20 ounce. I wish they had a bigger size. This is not enough water for me throughout the day. However, it does have a lot of advantages. Let me go through those right now with you. It feels really good on your fingertips, as is this. This one, the Yeti, has more of a matte finish. This Zojirushi has more of a shiny, glossy finish to it. So it feels good in your finger, although it doesn't have as much grip as this one does, but it still feels nice. You can tell the quality of it. This is also not cheap. This is $46, but it's super lightweight. This one is 8 ounces. Woo! This one, how much did I say it was? 21 ounces. This is 8 ounces. That is a huge difference. That is a huge difference. I've traveled with this water bottle, and it's perfect for traveling because it's super light. It doesn't take that much weight on your pack. It's just it keeps the water cold inside. It keeps it cold. Not as long as a Yeti, but long enough that I don't have to worry about temperature as well. Again, a con was that it's obviously not. If you have places to fill up this water bottle, then you won't have the issue that I have in terms of not enough water. So if that's a thing, that shouldn't be a problem for you. But yeah, I wish it did more. And let me show you about the drinking system of it. It's one of those pop and sip kind of things. When you pop and you sip, pop, sip. So I love the system because literally when I'm carrying this, when I'm like, let's say, traveling, or if I'm like on a run or something, I can easily just pull it out, pop it. I can even just use one hand, take a sip, close it with one hand, all done in one hand. This is an amazing feature. I like that. It has a lock on it. Bip, bip. I love this lock. It's very handy actually. I use it often. If you're throwing this in your backpack, when you're worried about spilling, just put on the lock and it's easy. You can do it. You can close your eyes. You can do it in the dark. You know which is on and which is off, where it locks, where it doesn't. Pop it open. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the spout. Look at the angle of that spout. See it? That's marvelous. Your lip goes right under here. It's great. And the thing, let me tell you something about the flow of this. There's 2 holes in there. So when you're taking a sip off of this, normally you can kind of control the flow of the water when you're sipping, when you're tilting your head. This one comes in waves. So when you're taking a sip, it comes like gulp, gulp, gulp. It's kind of like a pause in between. So do you like that? Do you not like that? You're not really sure? Me, I'm kind of indifferent. I kind of prefer not having that, but it's not a huge issue for me. But just keep that in mind. That is a water flow of this. Although having said that, the feel of this, I've used a lot of pop and tops before. These types. This is by far the best one I've used. It just feels good on your mouth. I like drinking off this. It's a pleasure drinking off this. I like it a lot. So this is a Zojirushi. Another con that I have of this one is that it is too tall. It's too skinny, too tall. Look at it. I feel like it knocks over very easily. I wish this was a bit shorter and a bit wider, so it gets a bit more like depth to it. This is just really skinny. I mean, I guess they did that for reasons. You can fit into your water bottle pockets, no problem. Obviously, this will fit in any water bottle pocket. Look how skinny it is, or it'll fit in any cup holder. That is not an issue. But I do like this. I would take this if I'm traveling, if I'm going on a run or exercise or to the gym or whatever. I don't go to the gym, but if I would, I take this one. So that is that, the Zojirushi. And oh yeah, shoot, let me tell you one thing about this one. This has a lot of pieces to it. So when you're cleaning, and I'm gonna go by cleaning all of these because I do like washing my water bottles, and washing water bottles is a thing that people really don't think about. Washing this is easy. Like I said, it's 2 pieces. This one is easy as well, even though it has a lot of pieces to it. Even though it's a pop top, it has a lot of mechanical things in it, but it is super easy to wash. You just pop this open, take out the ring. You can take out the rubber stopper in the top. There you go. I know there's a lot of stuff here. There's like stuff, there's a lot of things, but I like it because you get to disassemble it and you can literally clean every single nook and cranny of this thing. You can clean inside all the crevices. You can clean inside your spout. You can clean the rubberized ring here. You can clean this, whatever this is, but you can clean it. And it is easy to put together. And you just put this ring back on. It doesn't take long at all. And actually, like, you know, washing this water bottle, I just like water bottles where you can actually wash them properly. Sometimes water bottles tend to like stink after a while. So I like being water bottles that you can actually get through all the nooks and crannies and wash them properly. Solid, even though it has a lot of things, I like the fact that it's easy to clean. Unlike some others that I'll show you later on. The next one up is the Nalgene. This is a classic. It's just tried, tested, tried and true. Everyone has this, not everyone, but a lot of hikers, a lot of backpackers, a lot of outdoorsy people have this. It's popular for a reason. It is, let me tell you why, because it holds a lot of water. This one is a standard Nalgene. It's 32 ounces. Fits more than any one of these other water bottles I have. It's 32 ounces, so it fits a lot of water, and it is the lightest one. It's 6 1/4 ounces. This one is a heavy mother. This one is this. What is it? 8 ounces. This one's 6 ounces. This is even lighter than all of these, and it holds the most water. It does have its drawbacks, though, is that it does not keep your water cold for a very long time. It kind of has a clear wall to it, so if you leave this in a car or if you leave this out in the sun, the water will heat up pretty fast. I've experienced that, and if you own one, you know what I mean. Although these are mostly used for camping, going outdoors, so when you're outdoors, you don't care what your temperature of your water is, as long as you have water, and that is why this is solid, because you can keep a lot of water in here. And the lid system here, it's adapted. Some of the water filtration systems, you can actually screw onto this and just pump the water straight out of the filtration system right into here, so you don't have to put it into receptacle and then put it into here. So that is a handy feature, one less thing to carry when you're camping, because weight always matters when you're going on hikes. Another good thing is that I do like the wide mouth situation. You kind of just gulp water, you're thirsty, you go out and you're tired of hiking for hours, you can take a nice big sip. You'll never lose your lid. Oh God, if you lose your lid camping, that'd be terrible, but you can't lose it because it's attached. And it is attached, so you can even put a carabiner on here. You can put it on the back of your backpack, put it inside your backpack. Keep in mind, it is pretty wide. So this is 3.5 inches. It'll definitely not fit on most most cup holders in cars. This doesn't fit in mine. I can't imagine it fitting in anyone else's unless you have a swimming pool in there. But it's pretty big. But it's a solid. I take this all the time when I'm camping. This is what I reach for when I'm going on hikes or if I'm going camping. It's popular for a reason. It's very solid. The Nalgene, this is it. It holds lots of water in it. That is that. I'll move on. If you use this, you know how handy this one is. The next one I have up here is the Contigo. This is like a standard water bottle you find at like Walmart or Canadian Tire or like one of those stores. You see them on the shelves or like rows of them. It's your standard water bottle. I bought this because I wanted to try the straw system. I'm not a huge fan. I never used the straw system, and once I start using it, I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a baby. I don't want to like sip off little, like it feels like I'm like, I just don't like it. I like chugging water, and And even when I'm coming down to it, when it's almost empty, I'm like sucking off this. I'm sucking in air instead of water. I'm not a huge fan. It does have its advantages though. It's lightweight as well. Like I told you, it's cheap. This one's $13. By the way, this Nalgene is cheap too. It's $17. That's why you can't go wrong. This one's cheap as well. This is even cheaper. It's $13. This one's 24 ounces. So this will fit in your car. It will fit in your backpack, no problem. One good thing about this, I do like this ring system they have here. See, these also have rings, but this one has a little door to it where you can just clip it onto any strap in your bag. So you don't need a carabiner. You can kind of just strip this. If you don't have a carabiner, most people don't have a carabiner kicking around in their backpack. If you don't have one, no problem. This will go right onto your backpack strap anywhere. There's also pop and sips. Pop and then you sip it. This is kind of like a rubber silicone kind of thing. For me, this thing is too small. The water, I feel like I'm like trying to like suck water out of here. I don't want to feel like I'm sucking water. I want to drink water and chug water. So that is one drawback of it. I don't like this straw system. I'm not a huge fan. Even this locking mechanism, which is similar to this one, but way poorly. This is way better design. This one's like, look, it's stiff. It's so stiff. Had this for a while and it's still stiff. It's just so small. It's like, let me get my finger in there. It's like, no, thank you. Like I wish it was just wider and bigger. But I do like this for certain reasons. I mean, you can throw this around. You can kind of like it's a cheap water bottle anyway. I still keep it as my backup for all, if I lose one, this is like, I'll take this one, or if these ones are dirty, I'll take this one. It is lightweight. It is only, I don't have the weight on this here, but it's not as light as this. The Nalgene's lighter, but it's still lightweight. Again, it's just like the Nalgene. It has a clear wall, so it will your water will not keep cold. It's not insulated at all. It's not going to keep cold that long. Oh yeah, what I don't like about it, another thing, is that it's hard to clean. Like I said, cleaning water bottles, it's a thing, because there's a whole mechanism. There's a whole there's pieces in here I can't get to. This doesn't disassemble. I can't disassemble this and clean all the nooks and crannies on here. So I can't get in the straw. I can't clean inside the straw. I can't scrub in there. The spout, I can't scrub in there. This doesn't come off. Like I like to be able to clean my water bottles properly and thoroughly. This one does not let me do that. But it's good for certain things. And like I said, water bottles are depending on what, you're never gonna find the perfect water bottle. It just depends what's gonna work for you at the time of what you're doing. Like if I go camping, this one will work. This will be the best water bottle. It'll beat all these other water bottles if I'm going camping. If I'm going traveling, this one's gonna beat all the other ones. So you just gotta kind of compromise on what works best for you. I do tend to go for the Yeti on an everyday basis, just because I like my water cold, and it's a solid one. Although these two are kind of interchangeable. I do like using this a lot sometimes when I don't feel like carrying something so heavy, I'll carry this one, and it does its job just as well. This one is only exclusively for camping or hiking. The one that I haven't reviewed that you guys should know, as you guys know, there's a Swell water bottle. It's very popular now. It's very trendy. It's very hip. It's one of those water bottles that it goes like the long one. It goes boop, and it has a little screw top on top. It has cool little funky designs on the front. Those ones I've actually owned two before. I've lost both of them. Unfortunately, I do like them. I have a few issues with them, and I'll kind of run through them right now, even though I don't have a physical copy here with me. But so I do like them because they're sleek. They're kind of minimal. It's just two pieces, and it feels good. It looks good. The aesthetics of it is really nice. The Swell, and it fits in all your pockets and all your car cup holders. The one drawback, it does keep your water really cold for a very long time. The one drawback I have with that one is that it's hard to clean again. I find also the lid is kind of stiff. The lid of the Swell, it's kind of it kind of squeaks to open, and then you gotta take I'm not a huge fan of the lid system, to be honest. It's a bit too small for me. It's not as smooth, and the biggest drawback for me for the Swell is cleaning it. It's just narrow. It's hard to get in there. You'd have to get one of those long brushes to clean inside. I don't want to buy extra things in order to just clean my water bottle. I would only just use my regular sponge that I have at home that I use for everything else that I have. So that is a drawback for the Swell, but I did like it. but I don't think I'd buy another one, to be honest. I mean, who knows? Who knows these times? Yeah, that is my review. I was gonna rate these. I don't think I will, but I will tell you that I do like this one the best, or this one. Maybe leaning more towards this Yeti. Zojirushi comes a close second though. And I mean, the Nalgene is pretty solid as well. So that is my, I think that's it. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna try to do more reviews of other things that I own. Maybe, hopefully, maybe backpacks or something. Well, we'll see, but keep you posted. And thanks for watching. Bye.